Learning effective communication skills is a straightforward process that allows you to express yourself and improve both your personal and professional relationships. Knowing how to listen well and communicate clearly will help you express yourself in job interviews, business meetings, and in your personal life as well. Here are a few skills that good communicators possess. 1. Learn the basics of nonverbal communication. One study found that nonverbal communication accounted for 55% of how an audience perceived a presenter. That means that the majority of what you say is communicated not through words, but through physical cues. To communicate clearly and confidently, adopt proper posture. Avoid slouching, folding your arms, or making yourself appear smaller than you are. Instead, fill up the space you are given, maintain eye contact, and, if appropriate, move around the space. 2. Start and end with key points. Think back to the study mentioned earlier. Clear communication is of paramount importance. To ensure that the audience understands the key takeaways from a presentation, reiterate key points at the start and finish. This can also be accomplished by providing attendees with a one-pager that includes key points the audience should consider throughout the presentation. 3. Avoid relying on visual aids. Steve Jobs instituted a rule at Apple that banned all PowerPoint presentations. Similarly, Sheryl Sandberg instituted a PowerPoint ban on Facebook. Both leaders realized that PowerPoint presentations can hinder rather than help communication. Be prepared to use words, compelling storytelling, and nonverbal cues to communicate your point with the audience. Avoid using visual aids unless absolutely necessary. 4. Get comfortable speaking extemporaneously. When lawyers present a case in front of the United States Supreme Court, they typically speak extemporaneously. That is to say, the lawyers write down a series of topics they intend to discuss, but they do not memorize what they would say word for word. This method of communicating allows the lawyers presenting a case to cover all of the necessary points, while giving them flexibility as to how to communicate based on audience reaction or questions. Business communicators should consider adopting an extemporaneous speaking style. It takes practice, but it will allow for more natural communication and can help with audience engagement. 5. Engage the audience in discussion. Regardless of how compelling the speaker is, all audiences have limited attention spans. To become a more effective communicator, make presentations and discussions interactive. Ask the audience a question, encourage people to call out their thoughts during a brainstorming session, or at the very least ask hypothetical questions to stimulate the audience. 6. Manage your own emotions. For the sake of clear communication and your own personal well-being, it's important to manage your emotions and express them appropriately in context. Allowing strong emotions to unnecessarily creep into a professional setting can lead to poor communication and conflict. 7. Practice public speaking. Public speaking may sound daunting, but there's no better way to develop good communication skills than by seeking out public speaking opportunities. Great communicators are able to clearly articulate their feelings, whether they're speaking to a large group or talking face-to-face to one other person. Regularly speaking in front of a group will magnify your strengths and weaknesses and force you to develop great communication habits. Communicating clearly is one of the most effective skills you can cultivate as a business leader. Remember to communicate using nonverbal and verbal cues. Listen carefully to what others have to say and over-communicate in novel ways to ensure the content of the conversation sticks with the audience. Thank you for watching this video and especially learning a new attitude. If you will implement this to your mindset, please give the video a like, so I know how many of you try to be 1% closer to their goals. See you guys in the next few days.